Hey everyone, Albert here. Today we're playing Prescription Love by Living Slime. I don't know much about this game except that it's about a Yandere doctor. So I'm gonna try my best to act out the part and not cringe at myself. So without further ado, the doctor will now see you. I'm not too sure. I am actually scared of acting this one out. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna cringe at myself. Ugh. Oh, just that part alone made me cringe. I'm sorry. I'm not in it today. A sharp blinding light pierces through my eyelids as I slowly open my eyes. My limbs feel heavy and unresponsive, as if the bed had become part of me. Oh, that would be a good body horror. If there's the bed is becoming flesh-like to you and then connecting to your body. There's gonna be veins all around you and then slowly injecting them into your body, with you becoming one with those veins, with the bed itself. That's gonna be so cool. I squint, trying to make sense of my surroundings, but everything is blur. The sterile smell of disinfectant biting at my nose. The rhythmic beating of machines fills the room like a metronome. It's so white, it's so sterile. There's something so weird about hospitals. I look around disoriented, my vision slowly coming into focus. I'm lying in bed, covered in a crisp white sheet. I don't know why, but when it said crisp white sheet, I thought it was gonna be like the cum stained sheet. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. And there's something strapped to my arm, an IV line. What's this doing in my arm? You're at an hospital. You're at an hospital. Maybe you just forgot that something happened to you, and that an IV is necessary for your survival. As I come to, there's a deep throbbing ache in my head that feels like it's about to split my skull from the inside. Why am I? My thoughts are fragmented, disjointed, like pieces of puzzles scattered in every direction. My chest tightens as the realizations hits me. I can't remember anything. What happened to me? Why can't I remember anything? I close my eyes, hoping for some fragment of memory to return. Think. Just think. Nothing. My breathing quickens, my hands clutching the sheets in fear. How can I not remember anything? Why is everything blank? Every effort to remember ends with nothing. Just a void where my memory should be. I try to sit up, but a sharp pain shoots through my head. I collapse back onto the pillow. My heart pounded in my ears, drowning out the faint beeping of the machines. I feel my anxiety threatening to swallow me whole when suddenly, a calm, steady voice cuts through the chaos swirling in my head. Hey, it's okay. His voice was gentle, but there's a firmness to it, pulling me from the brink of panic. I slowly turn my head towards the source of the voice. Oh, he's a pretty man, huh? A tall man stands beside my bed. If you consider 5'8" as tall, then I'm proud to say that I'm 5'8". But otherwise, fuck you. He's tall, but there's nothing intimidating about him. His hair looks a little messy. That is not messy at all. That is just straight hair down. I don't know what I'm saying. Like he's been here for a while. Take a deep breath. Has he been here the entire time? Do you know where you are? No. I shake my head slowly, feeling tears prick at the corners of my eyes. Everything felt unfamiliar, terrifying. The walls were too bright, too sterile. Hey, it's alright. You're in a hospital. Nothing bad is gonna happen to you here. Especially not with me around. The most important thing right now is you're awake and talking. I take a deep breath, feeling the tightness in my chest start to loosen. His words were meant to comfort, and they did in a way. They also left me with questions. So many questions that my head felt even heavier than before. Do you remember your name? Oh, right, my name. What's my name again? What is your name? Let's name ourselves. Enter. Oboro. My name is Oboro. Fantastic. That's a very good start. I should introduce myself. I'm Dr. Anselm. I was in charge of your surgery and have been overseeing your care since you were brought in. Surgery? I had surgery? What the heck happened to me? Yes, you were brought in with traumatic brain injury. You're brain damage, and it's a surprise seeing you here right now, and not in a vegetative state. You were admitted with a skull fracture, leading to internal bleeding and swelling of the brain. Emergency surgery was crucial to relieve the pressure on your brain. I stared at him, unable to fully process the magnitude of what he was saying. Brain surgery. I had brain surgery. My stomach twisted at the thought. It was a very delicate procedure, but you came through it well. Since then, I've been monitoring you closely, waiting for you to wake up. You have been unconscious for a little over 2 days. The idea that I've been under his care all this time, that he's been watching over me while I was unconscious, feels like I'm in prison again. It's both strange and oddly comforting. I know this is a lot to take in, but I promise you're in good hands. I could see it in the way you spoke, the careful way he monitored my reactions, as if he was measuring every word to avoid overwhelming me. I mean, to be fair, that's what good doctors would probably do. Like, don't shock the patient who just went through surgery. So that is understandable if he seems calculating to you. With the initial shock of my situation beginning to settle, a pressing question rises to the forefront of my mind. Do you know what happened to me? Did someone do this to me? Did you do this to me? For the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his expression. I'm afraid I don't have the answers to that. You were found unconscious and brought in by paramedics. From what I can tell, the significant impact suggests a forceful blow, or possibly a fall. Did I fall for you, Dr. Hanselm? Unfortunately, I don't have any more details beyond that. There were no witnesses. I am suspecting you. I don't trust you. The people who found you didn't see what happened. They found you laying unconscious on the floor and called for help. A chill runs down my spine as his words sank in. Who could have done it? No witnesses? The blank spaces in my memory suddenly felt much larger and darker. This must be a sick joke. So, no one knows how I ended up like this. I wish I had more information for you. Sometimes, with injuries like this, the memory can be slow to return. Or, it may never come back at all. But what's important is that we focus on your recovery. I swallow hard, the knot in my throat tightening. The idea that no one knows what happened. That even I don't know what happened. Will I ever get justice? Something deep inside of me boils. Frustration, anger, fear. But then, I look at Dr. Handsome. I got aroused. The genuine concern and kindness in his eyes, and I simply felt safe. He's been here since the beginning, watching over me, guiding my care. Even though he doesn't have all the answers, he's still here, ready to help me. Just like what doctors do when they're paid. Thank you for everything. I don't know how to even begin to thank you by paying him. A slight blush rises to his cheeks, catching me off guard. He waved a hand dismissively, clearly flustered. Oh, don't be silly. You don't owe me anything, Oboro. I'm just glad I could help. Really, I don't know how to express how grateful I am. You're too kind. He glanced away for a moment, gathering himself before turning back to me. I'm just doing my job. Watching you recover, that's more than enough for me. Whatever happened, I'm going to do everything I can to help you through it. I take a deep breath, feeling a little steadier than before. I could feel the sincerity behind his words, his modesty, almost endearing. The way he said my name. It wasn't clinical or detached, It made me feel like I was more than just another patient to him. Dr. Anselm takes a step back, giving a reassuring nod. I think it's best if you try to get some rest now. Your body still needs time to heal. I managed to grab his attention before he turned away. Oh, wait. Can I contact my family? Just to let them know I'm okay. They haven't heard from me in days. I'm sure I must have worried them. A pang of unease hit me. Why hadn't anyone visited me? Oh, well, I'm afraid it's past the hospital's curfew. I can't make any calls at this hour. But don't worry, I'll make sure you get in touch with them first thing in the morning. The thought of waiting until morning feels like an eternity. Is that true? Like, a call should be, especially in an emergency, like, shouldn't a call be non-restrictive? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Are you sure? I know it's the hospital's rule, but the disappointment was very heavy on my voice. He sighed and gently placed a hand on my head. Do not place your hand on me. Do not touch me. I know it's hard. But right now, the best thing you can do is focus on getting a good night's rest. His hand rested there a moment longer before he pulled away. Don't touch me. This is assault. Your body has been through a lot, and rest is crucial for your recovery. I promise, as soon as it's morning, we'll make those calls, okay? Your family will be the first to know. Okay, I murmured, unsure but too tired to argue. Just try to relax now. The severity of my situation still lingers, but there's also a sense of exhaustion settling over me, pulling at my eyelids and making my body feel heavy. Maybe he's right. Maybe rest is exactly what I need right now. Alright, I'll go to bed now. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. His eyes twinkled softly. You're welcome. If you need anything, don't hesitate to press the call button. Rest well, we'll talk in the morning. With that, he turns and quietly leaves the room, closing the door softly behind him. I'm left alone with my thoughts and steady beeping of the heartbeat monitor beside me. The room feels quiet and still, but there's a sense of safety knowing that help is just a button press away. I close my eyes, trying to focus my breathing, letting the sounds of the hospital fade into the background. The weight of the day presses down on me, and slowly, as I drift up, I hold on to the hope that tomorrow will bring more answers, and finally, the sound of a familiar voice. My sleep was suddenly interrupted. Oh no. A soft creak echoed through the room. Is it my nightly jorking time? I don't know. Do they do that in hospitals? If you're admitted to them? I'm not sure. My eyes flutter open, but I was too groggy to fully register the sound. Was that my imagination? I groaned internally. I can't be bothered. I shifted in bed, wanting to go back to sleep, letting my eyes close again, eager to sink back into sleep. But then I heard it again. A slow, deliberate creak, like someone was gently pushing the door. I gently opened the door. Still half asleep, I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe the nurses were checking in. I reasoned, forcing myself to relax. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to force myself back to sleep. But that sense of unease started to creep in. I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Something didn't feel right. With a groggy sigh, I forced my eye open and glanced at the door. That's when I saw them. A pair of eyes. They were peering at me through the gap in the door, the eyes almost blending into the shadowy gap, but there was no mistaking them. They were watching me. Just do nothing. I wanted to look away, to close my eyes and pretend I hadn't seen anything. But I couldn't. I was paralyzed, my gaze locked in with the eyes at the door. I don't see anything. I squint, trying to focus the narrow gap of the door. I can't make sense of what was happening. Was someone actually watching me? Am I imagining things? Okay, that is creepy. I don't like that. I don't like that ASMR voice. Nope. Then, in a moment of clarity, I remembered the call button beside my bed. It was right there within my reach, my lifeline to help. I fumbled for it, with trembling hands, my fingers finally finding the button. The instant I pressed it, the eyes vanished. One moment, they were there, and the next, they were gone, as if they had never existed. I quickly sat up in bed, staring at the door. The gaps was now empty. I listened carefully, then I heard it. The soft sound of footsteps, light and hurried, moving away down the hall. My pulse quickened, my mind reeling from what had just happened. Within seconds, Dr. Anselm enters the room. I came as fast as I could. His eyes immediately swept the room, searching for some unseen threat. I could see the concern in his expression as he turned to me. Is everything alright? You pressed the call button. Did something happen? Someone was... I saw eyes staring at me. And they vanished the moment I pressed the button. I watched his eyes scan the room. He walked over to the door, glanced into the hallway before turning back to me. There doesn't seem to be anyone. You know, sometimes when we're exhausted, we see things that aren't really there. But I heard the breathing. It's not unusual, especially when under a lot of stress. I shook my head. No, I'm sure of what I saw. They were right there. I even heard footsteps, leaving after I pressed the button. Don't worry, I'll have someone check the security cameras to see if anyone was in the hall. For now, try to get some rest. I promise, nothing bad is going to happen to you. He gave me a reassuring smile before leaving, but I could see the uncertainty in his eyes. I don't trust him. As the door closed, I lay back down. I glanced at the door, half expecting to see those eyes again. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep now, not after what I saw. I really hate this part, man. It's so bright. Before I knew it, morning had arrived. I must have fell asleep somehow, despite the restless unease from the night before. I still feel exhausted. A soft glow of sunlight filtered through the room. As I blinked against the brightness, I realized that Dr. Anselm was sitting beside me. Good morning. I'm not gonna say my name in this one, so that, you can feel involved in it. I'm gonna be neutral to this one. Good morning. How are you feeling? I'm okay. Even as I said it, a deep weariness tugged at me. I didn't want to worry him. He always seemed so concerned, so invested in my recovery. The last thing I wanted was to add to his burden. About last night, security couldn't find anything from last night's recording. His words hung in the air. What? Those eyes? Had it really been all in my head? Just a figment of my imagination? But I do hope you managed to get some sleep. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond. Let's insist. My breath hitched and anger flared in my chest. Are you serious? I snapped, my voice louder and harsher than I meant. I could feel the frustration boiling over, too intense to hold back. There was someone there, Dr. Anselm. I wasn't imagining it. I could feel them watching me. And you were telling me there's no proof? How am I supposed to sleep knowing that creep is still in this building? Dr. Anselm looked sad. Like my reaction wounded him somehow. He opened his mouth to say something, but no words came out for a moment, and the silence between us grew thick with tension. I'll talk to them later again. His voice softer now, as though my anger had depleted him. I promise, I'll dig deeper into this. I don't want you feeling unsafe. He paused, a quiet sadness in his eyes I couldn't fully understand. You're right. I'll make sure they take a closer look. Trying to focus on something else, I reminded him. About the call you promised last night, to my family. Of course, I remember. I promise, and I always keep my promises. He reaches into his pockets and pulls out a hospital phone, handing it over to you. Here you go, let's get that call made. It's a rigged phone. I eagerly take the phone. I dial the family numbers and press the phone to my ear. The phone rings once, then twice, and keeps ringing. I wait, holding my breath, but no one answers. Just the persistent sounds of the ringtone, and then, finally,
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
the voicemail. Seriously? I feel a sinking feeling in my gut as the call goes to the answering machine. I lower the phone. I can't hide the disappointment on my face. I don't even try to mask it. No one answered. Dr. Anselm placed a comforting hand on my shoulder, grounding me in the present. His touch was warm, comforting. I looked up and his expression mirrored the sadness I felt. I'm sorry. I know how much you wanted to speak with them. Maybe they're busy is all. Don't worry. I sighed, trying to push down the disappointment. Yeah, you're right. I tried to sound convincing, but the emptiness lingered. Dr. Anselm gently took the phone from me, his fingers brushing against mine. I know it's not the news you were hoping for, but I have something that might cheer you up. Before I could respond, he stood up, the shift in energy catching me off guard. With that, he steps out of the room for a moment. Something for me? Whatever he had planned, I hoped it would take my mind off everything. Even if it's just for a little while. We're gonna play blackjack. We're gonna bet with our organs. He returns, carrying a tray of delicious aroma of wafting through the air. Ta-da! When it sets down in front of you. Oh, that's cute. I look down at the plate. Eggs and bacon arranged into a smiley face. My eyes widen in surprise. A small smile tugging at my lips. I can't help but smile back at it. Aw, this is adorable. It's like my breakfast is cheering me on. Dr. Anselm chuckles, looking quite pleased with himself. Did he cook this himself? Eggs and bacon are good for the soul. But the smiley face? That's for the spirit. Dr. Anselm's watching me closely as I picked up my fork. His eyes gleaming with quiet anticipation. As I lift the fork to my mouth, I notice a smooth golden sauce pooling at the bottom of the pan, hidden beneath the food. Feeling intrigued, I scooped a bit of it with my next bite. Oh no, why did it change? It's Food Wars all over again. The moment it hits my tongue, the flavors deepens. Rich, creamy hollandaise sauce with a hint of tang that perfectly balances the savory bacons and eggs. The sauce elevates the meal in a way I hadn't expected. This is amazing. I'm almost out of disbelief at how delicious this simple meal is. I take it the smiley face is working its magic. Definitely. But the taste? That's what's really winning me over. The hollandaise sauce adds this smooth, almost buttery richness. There's a big grin on Dr. Anselm's face. He's clearly pleased with my reaction. I thought the sauce might be a nice surprise. Adds a little something extra to bring it all together. You weren't kidding. I take another bite, savoring the way the creamy sauce cuts through the richness of the bacon. You could serve this at a restaurant. I've never had breakfast like this in a hospital before. Well, I just wanted to make sure your first meal felt special. I paused, looking down at the plate again, then back at him. Wait, did you make this? Mm-hmm. He nods, looking a little embarrassed. I still don't trust you, I don't know. A soft blush creeps onto his cheeks as he looks down at the floor for a moment before meeting your eyes. Yes, I did. I know hospital food isn't exactly known for being, well, gourmet. I didn't want your first meal to just be survival food. I smile at his clear embarrassment, noticing the way he fidgets slightly, like he's not used to this kind of attention. Well, you really outdid yourself. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. I really appreciate how much you do to make me feel comfortable, despite everything. It's like you always know how to make things better. That is foreshadowing. That sets up a flag. I don't know what kind of flag, but it sets up a flag. I watched him flush at the compliment. This time, he seemed almost bashfully proud, with a mix of shyness and happiness sparkling in his eyes. Well, I'm really glad to hear that. I'll always make sure you're as comfortable as possible while you're here. Hearing that is helping, that it makes a difference. It means a lot to me. So really, thank you for saying that. His genuine happiness really shone through. It was clear that my compliment had brightened his day in a way that went beyond mere politeness. As I'm about to finish the last bite of breakfast, my eyes dripped to the cup of coffee sitting quietly on the tray. I hadn't noticed it the whole time I was enjoying my breakfast. Black, steaming, and inviting. I reached for the cup, taking a tentative sip. Oh no, is it drugged? I instantly paused. It's rich, smooth, with just the right hint of bitterness. It's not just good. It tastes exactly like the coffee that I make. Not close, not similar. Exactly. Oh, did you make this? And if it is exactly like our coffee and we have amnesia, then having this feeling is significant to us. If it is familiar to us, then, and if this guy made that coffee, he probably has some connections to me then. Wait, this tastes exactly like the coffee I make every morning. How is that even possible? I know. His voice oh no, are you a stalker? His voice barely above a whisper. So quiet that I almost wonder if I imagined it. He's standing there, his usual calm demeanor in place. But there's something different in the way he watches me. What was that? The words slipping out before I can stop them. He just smiles, a warm, casual smile. Like nothing is out of the ordinary. Oh, really? I narrow my eyes, still processing the shock. No one ever gets it this right the first time. Not the exact strength or balance of flavors. I take another slow sip, almost reaching for a flaw. But there isn't one. This is spot on. Maybe I'm just too good at reading people. His tone light, like he's just making conversation. But his words send a shiver down my spine, though I can't quite pinpoint why. Either that or you've got some kind of sixth sense. It's kind of uncanny. I shake my head, trying to clear my thoughts. Am I overthinking this? I mean, it is just coffee. There's no need to make a big deal out of it. He's made me breakfast, not to mention been nothing but kind to me. Why am I doubting him? Is he the one looking at the door earlier? I don't trust you. It's just a harmless coincidence. It has to be, right? He chuckles, the sound light and breezy. Let's call it a lucky guess. You strike me as someone who enjoys strong coffee. But I'm glad I could make something right for you. His words are genuine. I suddenly feel guilty for letting my mind wander like that. He's been so considerate. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. Oh, you have a survival instinct of a peanut. I take another sip of coffee, feeling the warmth spread through me. Why haven't we seen any other person in this hospital? Why just him? It's so odd. There's no way he meant anything strange by it. I think to myself, relaxing a bit. He's just trying to make my stay a little more bearable, going above and beyond because he cares. I shouldn't doubt him. He's done nothing but try to help me. As I set down the cup, I glanced back at Dr. Anselm, who's watching with that same gentle smile. The warmth of the coffee lingers on my tongue, and the unsettling thoughts fade into the background. Thanks, Dr. Anselm. It does make a difference. You're very welcome. As he glances at his watch, his expression shifts ever so slightly. You should probably get some rest now. he says as though he's reminding me of something important. You've had a long morning, and it's important you don't overexert yourself. I'm fine. Dr. Anselm smiles, but there's firmness in his gaze that makes it clear he's not going to entertain any arguments. I know you're strong, but you still need time to heal. Pushing yourself won't help. He steps closer, his hand lightly brushing the edge of the blanket as he adjusts it over my legs. No, please don't touch me. There's tenderness in the gesture, something careful and deliberate. You need to take it easy, okay? An unexpected wave of fatigue hits me. It's almost like he's controlling me, leaving me more tired than I anticipated. Whoa. Am I experiencing the effects of a food coma? I sigh, feeling the pull of drowsiness become harder to resist. Did he put something in the coffee? Maybe, to make us more tired. Maybe. As if sensing my thoughts, he offers me a reassuring smile. I'll be back to check on you later. Alright, no. With that, he quietly leaves the room, closing the door gently behind him. I'm probably having a food coma. Dr. Handsome did say I need lots of rest. I close my eyes and nuzzle my face against the pillows. Time slips by. I'm finally awake from my peaceful nap. I rub my eyes trying to shake up the drowsiness. Something catches my attention. There's still light. It's not dark yet. The door to my room is slightly ajar. Why is the door open like that? Was it... No, I'm sure I saw Dr. Ansem close the door before he left. Was somebody watching me sleep? Oh, that is creepy. The sight of partially open door leaves me feeling on edge. I feel vulnerable, exposed. I sit up, heart thudding in my chest, trying to rationalize the situation. Maybe it's nothing, maybe... Suddenly, the door creaks open wider. A figure steps into the room. Oh, it's just you. It's Dr. Anselm. Knock knock. Smiling warmly, holding a clipboard in one hand and a small tray with medication in the other. I'm here for your checkup and medication. He notices fear etched on my face. You look terrified. What's wrong? With my heart still racing, I explain quickly. I was taking a nap and when I woke up, the door to my room is slightly open. It reminded me about what I saw last night. His face changes slightly to one of guilt. His gaze drops onto the floor. Oh, I'm so sorry. I came in earlier to clear away the tray and utensils from your breakfast. I saw you were sleeping, so I tried to leave quietly to not disturb your sleep. I mustn't have shut the door tightly. I'm really sorry. That must have been so frightening for you. I glance over and realize, okay, that is plausible, but I can't shake this feeling that he is in fact watching us sleep. The breakfast tray is gone. I hadn't even noticed it in my initial panic. Why is it turning pink? I don't like it turning pink. A sense of embarrassment creeps in as I realize I may have overreacted. No, I'm sorry, Dr. Handsome. I think last night left me feeling a little paranoid is all. He shakes his head. No need to apologize. It's completely understandable to feel uneasy. I should have been more careful. Your comfort and peace of mind are very important. I'm sorry for disturbing that. Thank you, Dr. Handsome. I guess I just need some time to adjust. Of course. He moves in close. No. Don't move in. Let's get your checkup done, shall we? I promise, I'll make sure to close the door properly next time. He places the tray of medication on the small table next to me. My eyes fall on the pills. So many pills. What are these for? He lifts the small plastic cup and shakes it slightly, making the pills inside rattle softly. Oh, these? They're painkillers and antibiotics. Given your injury, it's expected that you'll still experience headaches and occasional bouts of pain. The painkillers will help you recover comfortably while you're here. He pauses for a moment before adding, leaning back slightly as if considering the best way to explain. Now these... He holds up a larger, white-red pill between his fingers. Are a bit stronger. A narcotic analgesic. It's a potent painkiller, used for intense pain. So don't be alarmed if you find yourself feeling more sleepy than usual. He points at the antibiotic, ensuring you're following along, then continues. Since I had to perform surgery on you, there's always risk of infection. And I wouldn't want that happening to you. These will help minimize that risk, ensuring your recovery stays on track. I see. I feel more at ease with the explanation. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. Of course. It's important for you to understand your treatment. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Your recovery is my top priority. Speaking of recovery, a question sits heavily on my chest. How long do you think I'll take to make a full recovery? He lets out a gentle sigh before responding. Well, honestly, it's hard for me to say for sure. We can't push it or predict exactly how long it'll take. Some people heal faster than others. But when it comes to the brain, patience is key. It could take weeks or even months. Seeing the concern in my face, he quickly adds with a soft smile. I know it's not easy to hear. But injuries, especially ones like yours, we have to be patient. I need to ensure you can get back to your daily life safely when you're ready to leave. I notice a hint of sadness in his eyes when he mentions the possibility of me leaving. It's a fleeting expression, but I caught it. He brushes it off, his professional demeanor returning, offering the same reassuring smile, although it seemed a bit forced this time. As always, your recovery is what's most important right now. No matter how long it takes, why are you blushing? I can't shake the feeling that there's more behind his words. Still, I decide not to press further. Dr. Anselm quickly changes the subject. Let's get you settled with some dinner, shall we? He steps over to, okay, he's gonna cook for me again. Oh, that's cute. It's just a bowl of porridge, yeah. Compared to the delicious breakfast he made earlier, the porridge looks a bit bland. I can't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. He chuckles at your reaction. I'm sorry, it's not quite the same breakfast, is it? I can't always be spoiling you. Porridge is good for you. It's gentle on the stomach and easy to digest. I understand the need for a simple meal, but even though it's not as appetizing. He gives me an encouraging smile as I picked up the spoon. Who knows, maybe I'll surprise you with another special breakfast soon. I can't help but smile back. I'll hold you on to that. The taste may be bland, but the warmth and care behind it make it a comforting meal. After finishing the porridge, I start to feel the heaviness and drowsiness. I am always sleepy. Must be the medications kicking in. Yeah, I think he's purposely making us sleep all the time. I don't trust this man. But if he gives me free food, then I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I struggle to keep my eyelids open. Dr. Anselm, always observant, notices my struggle to stay awake. Let me take this away, so you can get a good night's rest. He moves quietly, carefully gathering up the dish and tray. Okay, but you'll be back in the morning, right? Why are you blushing? Why, of course. I'll be here in the morning to check on you. Sweet dreams. Alright, good night. As the room dims, I hear him softly shutting the door behind him. A simple assurance that the room is secure and safe. With the door closed, I finally allow myself to fall asleep. The world around me fades. When my eyes open again, I'm not in my room. Okay, our memory is finally getting back to us. I'm standing in a narrow alleyway. The air is thick, hazy, making it hard to see much of anything. I start walking, my footsteps barely making a sound in the eerie quiet. Something about this place feels familiar. almost like I've been here before, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The more I move, the more the sensation gnaws at me, tugging at something deep in my mind. Then it clicks. I'm dreaming. The realization brings a strange comfort, but also a deeper confusion. Why does this place seem so familiar? I keep walking, looking for an exit, but the alley stretches endlessly before me. No doors, no windows, no one else in sight. Suddenly, I hear extra footsteps echoing behind me. I'm not alone. My heart skips a beat, just as I'm about to turn around. Ugh! Ew! No, my eyes snap open and I wake up. Ew! No, yeah, punch him! Punch him! Smack his face! No! I'm immediately greeted by the sight of Dr. Anselm's face, inches from mine. Ew! Ew! We both yelp at the same time, startled. He jumps back so fast he nearly knocks over the tray beside him, beside my bed. His eyes are wide with shock, and he looks as flustered as I am. My heart's still pounding in my chest, not just from the dream, but from having him this close to my face. I opened my mouth, but no words came out, feeling shy under his gaze. My words feel heavy and misplaced, as if they'd only make this moment more awkward. Sorry, he stammers, quickly standing upright. I didn't mean to scare you. I watch his hands fidget nervously. I was just checking your vitals and you look so peaceful is this what Saikuno does? I'm making a joke out of the Saikuno thing again. Is your XP low too? I'm not sure. It's okay. I mumble, cheeks warm. Suddenly, I'm able to look at him directly. The room feels suddenly too small. There's a silence before he quickly recovers. How was your sleep? It was weird actually. I had this dream about an alleyway. Something flickers across his face. He was the one following us. A slight shift in his expression, like he's suddenly paying extra attention. An alleyway? What happened? I shrugged, still feeling a bit off from the dream. I was just walking and then I heard footsteps behind me, like someone was following me. But I woke up before I could turn around. He listens. So is that kinda like a flag? When we turned around, we woke up and saw his face. It's because he was the one behind us. I know these games, okay? He listens carefully, eyes focused on me like he's considering something. There's a moment where I think he might ask more, but he doesn't. He gives a small chuckle. Does sound like a strange dream, but dreams are usually made up of random thoughts and feelings all mixed together. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I release a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that, Dr. Anselm. Of course. He gestures to a small tray on the bedside table. Another bacon and eggs. I brought your breakfast. I hope you're hungry. What's this? Oh, it's fish. Yeah, it's fish. A bowl of salmon and rice. I thought some of it has spilled onto the tray. His eyes widen in horror as he notices the mess. Oh no. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I can bring you a fresh one. It won't take long. Before he can leave, I reach out. My hand gently stopping him. No, don't make this. No, it's fine, really. I want to eat it. From your hand. It looks delicious. I pick up the spoon and take a bite. The buttery is gonna be another Food Wars scene. His face softens, the guilt fading away from his face. He watches me for a moment. There's something tender in his gaze that makes my heart warm. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Even if it's not exactly how I planned. What do you mean by that? After savoring the final spoonful of breakfast, I wipe my mouth and glance at Dr. Anselm, who is busy tidying up the tray. Hey, Dr. Anselm? I don't think trying to call my... I think he's done something with the phone of the family. That's why we can't really call them again. I want to take on a short walk and try to see if there are other patients around here or even other staff around here. I just need a change of scenery, stretch my legs a bit. He immediately stops what he's doing and turns to me. I'm afraid you can't do that yet. You're still not fit enough to exert yourself. I furrow my brows slightly. Not even walking? I ask, trying to push a little, thinking it wouldn't be much effort. His stance doesn't soften. If anything, he seems more resolute, even walking. The finality in his tone makes it clear that he's not budging on this. Just outside my room? Absolutely not. There's hardness in his expression that catches me off guard. For a brief moment, I felt a small flicker of fear, but just as quickly as it came. You are a great actor, aren't you? The intensity melts away, and his usual gentle demeanor returns. It's for your own good. Even a short walk could set you back. I need to make sure you're fully recovered before you go exerting yourself. His explanation is calm, but the memory of that sudden shift lingers. I nod, reminding myself that the doctor knows best for me. Very good. The firmness in his voice now replaced with the tone of approval. I sink back to the bed, exhaling softly. But I'm suddenly okay, sleepiness again. Did I take my medication? The thought, see, we didn't take our medication. It was the food. The thought floats lazily in my mind, feeling distant and hard to grasp. I try to focus on Dr. Handsome, but his figure starts to blur. My vision slowly fading at the edges, the room seems to spin. Before I can form a coherent question, I feel the warmth of his hand as he gently pulls the blanket up over me, tucking me with gentle care, but it all feels distant. I want to speak, but my body feels heavy and my thoughts scatter. I'm pulled into sleep before I even realize it's happening. I gasp awake, my breath catching as I sit up. Oh no, it's nighttime again. I blink, trying to gather my bearings. Okay, so I think he messed up the food, and that's why the sleeping pills didn't affect us this much this time. And now he has no chance to watch us sleep again. My head foggy like I'm still caught in a dream. I sit up, slowly, the weight of fatigue still pressing down on me like a heavy blanket. How long was I asleep for? Oh, good evening? Okay, maybe not. I look up, startled. It's Dr. Ransom. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the grogginess. Evening? My voice scratchy, trying to shake the fog off my mind. How long was I asleep for? Only a few hours. You needed the rest. How are you feeling? I paused, trying to assess myself. Groggy, really groggy. I admit the words slow to form. Why do I feel so tired? I asked, my voice a little sharper than I intended. I mean, after breakfast, I was exhausted. He doesn't flinch or seem surprised by my question. Instead, he pulls up a chair and sits beside me, the same steady patience in his expression that he always has. Fatigue is one of the most challenging symptoms after a brain injury. The brain has to work much harder to compensate for the damage, even for the smallest tasks. It can drain your energy faster than you realize. His explanation was so calm, so reasonable, that I found myself nodding almost automatically. I mean, it does make sense. Of course it makes sense. But why do I still feel unsettled? It's not unusual to feel exhausted out of nowhere in your circumstances. Your brain is basically working overtime as you recover. It's important to listen to it, to give yourself that rest when you need it. I'm nodding, but something inside me is stirring. Something uneasy. My gut tells me there's more. Something tells me he's not saying. But his eyes, warm and kind, don't falter. He pauses briefly, giving a small cup of pills in his hand. A gentle shake. Here we go, another pill for you. It's time for your medication. This is where we do the choices. Reject the medication. I stare at the small cup of pills in Dr. Ansom's hand. I don't know why, but today, the sight of those pills makes my chest tighten with dread. He's watching me, waiting patiently, but something inside me snaps. No, I'm not taking them. I slap the cup away from his hands, and the pills scatter across the floor. What the hell have you been giving to me, Dr. Ansom? I feel exhausted all the time. I can barely think straight. And you just keep handing me these pills like it's nothing. These are your prescribed medications. They help manage your symptoms and reduce the pain. Without them, I don't trust you. How do I know they're not making everything worse? What if you're keeping something from me? Dr. Anselm looks stunned, but it's the sadness in his eyes that stands out. It's subtle, just beneath the surface, like he's holding it back, trying to stay composed. I'm not trying to hurt you. It's not you, it's me. The medication is to help you recover. Without it, the pain will come back. I just can't bear to watch you suffer. But I'm not listening. The mistrust that's been festering inside me has reached its boiling point. I'm not taking them. I don't trust you. Dr. Anselm nods, his face falling just slightly as if my words weighs heavily on him. He looks at me for a long moment, something unspoken in his eyes, almost pleading sadness. For a moment, I expect him to argue, push back, but he doesn't. He sighs, stepping back. I won't force you. He stands, holding the now empty cup, his eyes locking with mine. There's no anger in his gaze, just quiet sadness. As though he's trying to remain strong but can't fully hide how deeply my rejection has cut him. He turns towards the door, moving slowly, almost reluctantly. As he reaches the doorway, he pauses, his hand resting on the handle. If you change your mind, I'll be right here. His voice soft, but I can hear the pain in it. I'll never stop trying to help you. Then, with one final glance, he leaves the room. The door clicks shut behind him, leaving me alone with my racing thoughts and lingering tension. The room feels colder, emptier. I sit in silence, the air thick with tension of what just happened. Maybe he's not the bad guy. My anger still simmers beneath the surface, but the moment Dr. Anselm leaves, doubt creeps in. I know I shouldn't have lashed out like that, but something inside me just couldn't let go of the distrust. With nothing left to do, I let out a long shaky breath, trying to shake off the exhaustion that still weighs me down. Maybe I just need some rest. Maybe everything will feel clearer if I can just sleep this off. Oh no. But almost immediately, a sharp stabbing pain erupts inside my skull, so intense that it rips a gasp from my throat. The pain is unbearable, instant and overwhelming. It's as if something inside my head is clawing, tearing, ripping to break free. I clutch my head in my hands, squeezing hard as if I can somehow crush the pain away. But it's useless. My vision blurs and darkens, the room twisting and warping around me. I can barely see. I need help. I need to call someone. I reach blindly for the call button. My fingers are trembling so badly I feel useless. They feel useless, slipping across the bedside table in desperation. The call button tumbles from my hand, bouncing uselessly on the floor. I know I have to move. I have to get help before this pain rips me apart. I force myself to stand, stumbling forward like a puppet whose strings have been cut. My legs give out beneath me, the world spinning as I fall. Oh no, our heads is ripping off. The sound is horrible. A wet, snapping noise that reverberates through my body. It's as if something inside me has snapped, but I don't know what. My neck? My spine? There's blood. I hit the floor, crumpling in a heap. Hey, hey. I barely register the sound of someone calling out for my name. I can't move. I can't breathe. Please stay with me. This is all my fault. Please don't. But I can still hear them, barely calling out to me again. Their voice breaking, filled with immense desperation. My head bangs to the side, heavy and limp in their arms. The warmth tightens around me, holding me close. But I'm slipping. And then, complete silence. And we're dead. So now we're gonna take it. Except the medication. The pills rolling in slightly in the plastic as I tilt the cup in my hand. These will help. You've been pushing yourself. Your body needs the support. I nod, lifting the cup to my lips. The pills go down easily with a sip of water. The taste familiar, leaving with a slight bitterness on my tongue like always. I feel a little more at ease as the fog in my mind starts to clear, if not only slightly. Good. Don't worry. I'll take care of you. You'll start to feel better soon. There's something always reassuring about him. His quiet patience. The way he never seems frustrated, even when I ask the same questions over and over. It's like he understands without needing me to explain. Thank you. I say softly, sinking back to the bed. The sheets cool against my skin. My eyes are still heavy, but I'm less tense now, more at ease. His presence always seemed to have that effect on me. Dr. Anselm stays seated beside me for a moment longer. He stands slowly as if not wanting to disturb the calm that settled over the room. If you need anything, just press the call button. I'll always be here for you. As the door closes softly behind him, the room feels quieter, but in a peaceful way. Like all the tension has been drained away. I pull the blanket up around me, feeling safe and cared for, and finally ready to rest. Dr. Anselm's word lingered in my mind as I close my eyes. I'll always be here for you. With that, I thought I'll let go of my last few worries and let the sleep take over. Trusting when I wake, I'll still be in good hands. Okay, so I think the lesson here is even if we think that he's a Yandere, we should trust him. Because I think in the end, these Yandere types of people, all they care about is us, our well-being. But we just don't want to piss them off. Otherwise, bad things are gonna happen. But at the same time, I think he puts something in on us. And if he doesn't take care of us with those prescriptions, those medications, then we will die. He's caring for us, but at the same time, he's the reason why we're in this predicament in the first place. And also, I think this hospital is just a room, a prop room, where the both of us are staying. That's why he doesn't want us to leave. So yeah, I guess that's the thing. He just kidnapped us and wants to keep us. He has been stalking us, and then when we were in the alleyway, he bashed our head in, and then now we're here. He might have put something in us that only the medication that he gives takes away the pain, or rather, not kill us in the end. But I guess it's only a demo for now. I feel like it's not concluded yet, except for the bad ending. But yeah, that was Prescription Love by Living Slime. The link is gonna be down below if you wanna play it yourself, if you wanna make other decisions other than what I did. So yeah, again, this was Alvaro. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. And I hope you enjoyed your stay. I hope you're feeling better after this one. My throat is not though.